Okay, now we're up to the independent practice. So it says the hypotenuse of a right triangle has a length of 12. One leg has a length of 6. What is the length of the other leg? So our triangle looks like this. It's a right triangle. Remember, it can be drawn any number of ways. But because I know it's a right triangle, it's got to have a right angle in it. So we got to draw that little box over there. Now, again, from the last lesson, the hypotenuse is always the one that's across from the right angle. So this side is the one we call the hypotenuse. And that one has a length of 12. All right, hypotenuse. It's always the biggest side. Now, over here, they say one leg is 6. I'll pick this one. And the other leg, I don't know. We don't know what it is. Call it x. So now, I'm going to put together my Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. A has to be one of the sides, 6 squared, plus b, which has to be the other leg, and that's x, x squared, equals c is always the hypotenuse, always, 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 always hypotenuse. I usually spell hypotenuse HYP, just to let you know. And 12 squared. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. 6 squared, 36. Plus x squared equals 12 squared is 144. I did that all in my head. I have that memorized. All right, so negative 36. Negative 36. What I don't know is 144 minus 36. I could probably do it in my head, but I'm going to say, I think it's 108. But I'm going to check on my calculator real quick. 144 minus 36, and sure enough. Man, I'm a good math teacher. Boom, boom. Okay, so now we have x squared. So next thing I got to do is got to get rid of this little 2, our exponent. Square both sides. X equals. Let's find out what the square root of 108 is. Second, x squared, 108. Huh. It's decimal. See, I told you sometimes it would be a decimal. So we're going to round it to 10.4. So I'm going to go back to my triangle. I'm going to, for x, I'm going to say, well, now this, I know. It's 10.4. Now, as I told you, hypotenuse is 12. It's always the biggest side. So, key to remember here, this is always the hypotenuse. This is always the hypotenuse. We're talking about sides, not angles. Don't let anyone confuse you about that. We're talking about the lengths of the sides of the triangle. All right, good job, guys. See you tomorrow.